Unbreakable. It's a word people throw around too easily, like it's a mindset you can buy, or a phrase you can post. But to truly become unbreakable, you have to live through moments that could have destroyed you. You have to face storms that stripped away everything you thought you were, until only truth remained. Becoming unbreakable isn't about being fearless. It's about feeling fear and moving anyway. It's not about being invincible. It's about being willing to bleed, fail, and get up again without losing your focus or your faith. This year has tested you. It's broken routines, challenged relationships, crushed plans, and exposed weaknesses. But what if, just what if, it wasn't trying to ruin you? What if it was trying to reveal you? The universe doesn't send comfort when it wants to build warriors. It sends pressure, heartbreak, and delay, because only through the breaking do you learn the architecture of your own strength. There's a version of you that pain has been carving out of stone. A version that doesn't panic when things fall apart. A version that doesn't beg for an easier road, but demands stronger legs to walk it. That's the unbreakable version. The one this year has been building behind the scenes. When you become unbreakable, you don't avoid challenges, you anticipate them. You stop fearing failure because you understand it's part of your design. Every rejection, every loss, every lonely night is not wasted. It's weight training for your soul. Look back for a second. Look at everything that tried to break you. The moments that brought you to your knees. The seasons where you doubted everything. You survived all of it. You outlasted storms that others didn't. You walked through fire and still kept moving. That's not weakness, that's proof. Proof that you're being molded into something stronger than circumstance. Tom Bilyeu said, "The level of success you'll achieve is directly correlated to the amount of pain you endure." Pain doesn't scare the unbreakable. It instructs them. It teaches them how to keep composure when chaos hits. It shows them what's real, what's fake, and what's worth fighting for. Discipline is the skeleton of the unbreakable. When emotion fails, discipline holds the body together. You don't become unbreakable by motivation. Motivation fades. You become unbreakable by repetition. By showing up on the days when you have no reason to. By keeping promises when no one's watching. By doing what needs to be done, even when it hurts. You see, people think strength is loud, but the strongest ones move in silence. They don't need applause. They don't need to prove anything. They just keep moving, no matter what. Unbreakable people don't argue with doubt. They outlast it. They don't chase recognition. They chase mastery. There will be times when you feel like you've hit your limit. You'll want to stop, to rest, to give up. That's when the transformation happens. Because limits aren't barriers, they're invitations. Invitations to grow, to dig deeper. To discover how much further you can go when your body says no, but your spirit says more. The unbreakable understand that growth and pain are twins. You can't separate them. One gives birth to the other. When you train your body, you tear muscle fibers so they can grow back stronger. When you train your mind, life does the same. Every trial is a tear. Every comeback is new muscle. Mel Robbins said, "You're one decision away from a completely different life." For the unbreakable, that decision is always the same. I'll not stop. No matter what happens, keep moving. No matter who leaves, keep believing. No matter how long it takes, keep building. The unbreakable aren't perfect. They're persistent. They don't control every outcome, but they control their response. When others fold, they focus. When others complain, they create. When others quit, they question. What else am I capable of? Every time you've fallen and stood back up, you've rewritten your limits. Every time you've been hurt but refused to turn bitter, you've proven your strength. Every time you've worked when no one was cheering, you've reinforced your identity. This is what it means to be unbreakable, to remain whole, even when everything around you fractures. Bedros Keuilian said, "The harder you are on yourself, the easier life will be on you." That's not about punishment. It's about precision, about holding yourself to standards that sharpen you when the world tries to soften you. You don't get stronger by wishing for easier days. You get stronger by learning how to remain calm when things go wrong. You get stronger by realizing that disappointment isn't the end. It's just data. Every failure is feedback. Every loss is instruction. You have to train your subconscious mind to see difficulty as development. When the pressure hits, breathe. When fear rises, act. When doubt whispers, move. Because the unbreakable don't wait for confidence. They build it through courage. Remember, resilience isn't inherited. It's trained. Every morning you rise, every task you complete, every time you resist the urge to quit, you're wiring your mind to endure. You're telling your nervous system, we don't break here. Becoming unbreakable doesn't mean you don't feel pain. It means you stop letting pain control you. It means you stop assigning emotion to every obstacle. It means you choose to remain solid, not because it's easy, but because it's necessary. Every generation needs proof that strength still exists, that discipline still matters, that men can still build, endure, and rise. You are that proof. You are that reminder. There's something poetic about the end of the year. Everything slows down. People stop. They coast. They tell themselves it's time to relax. But not you. You've been through too much to coast now. You've been built for something greater. This is the final test, the final quarter. The moments where discipline replaces motivation and persistence replaces comfort. This is where the unbreakable are separated from the uncertain. The truth is, every challenge this year has been preparing you for this stretch. Every loss taught you self-control. Every failure taught you patience. Every pressure taught you endurance. You didn't lose, you learned. And now you carry the wisdom of those wounds. You're not behind, you're being built. You're not broken, you're being defined. Ed Milet said, don't give up when you're tired, give up when you're done. And you're not done yet. You're still standing, still breathing, still becoming. The unbreakable don't measure themselves by comfort. They measure themselves by capacity. You have more in you, more grit, more discipline, more heart. And if this year hasn't gone the way you planned, good. That means it's time to rise from what was and create what will be. Every scar you carry is sacred. Every disappointment you've survived is a badge of honor. You are living proof that struggle doesn't define you. It refines you. When you wake up tomorrow, remind yourself, you've already faced worse and survived. The weight on your shoulders isn't there to crush you. It's there to remind you that you're strong enough to carry it. The warrior mindset doesn't say, why me? It says, try me. It doesn't pray far lighter loads. It builds stronger backs. You are the sum of everything you've endured. And you're still unfinished. The story isn't over. The fire that built you isn't out. It's waiting for one more spark, your decision to keep going. Becoming unbreakable is about the small moments, not the loud ones. The quiet choice to rise, the silent prayer to keep faith, the daily decision to move forward. And when the world finally sees what you've built, they'll call it strength. But you'll know the truth. It was discipline. The kind that doesn't shout, doesn't stop, doesn't surrender. So stand tall, straighten your shoulders, take a deep breath. You've been tested, refined, and prepared. The year isn't over. The war isn't done. There's still time to finish strong. You are unbreakable, not because life stopped hurting, but because you stopped breaking. Welcome to No Excuse Network, where warriors are reborn through struggle, and discipline becomes destiny. If this message spoke to you, it's because something inside you already knows you were built for more. Subscribe to No Excuse Network, where every word is a reminder that you are not broken. You are becoming unbreakable.